Episode number 4.
Four.
Hey, Nick, how you
It's even
doing?
getting hard to remember.
You doing good?
I'm not doing too bad. How are you
Not too
doing?
bad. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Good weekend? Good.
Yeah, I
Good.
watched a little football. Watched a lot of football, but it's just what we do, man.
What was your favorite game of the weekend?
Favorite game? You know, I was really interested in the Arizona State USC game this weekend. That was one I really had my eye on. It was
Did you have
first
your eye
game.
on
Excuse me?
Did you have your eye on a specific player?
You know, I had a few guys I was interested in.
Give me the rundown. Who are these few guys?
So I was interested in both teams' quarterbacks, really.
Okay.
So there
Slovis
was
and...
Keaton Slovis and Jaden Daniels.
What a fucking name, Slovis.
Yeah, that
Sounds like a Russian spy.
I mean, that's almost to me like the corn dog thing. Like you get
Yeah, but his name wasn't Corn Dog.
but Slovis.
Yeah, but you're comparing Taylor Cornelius like his name was. I mean, his nickname was Corn Dog, but not his actual name.
Yeah, but Cornelius and Slovis probably go in the same category. If
I
you're
mean,
you're
they're
talking to me,
fucking
they're
weird
in the
names.
same.
Yeah, I mean, they're
category.
weird names.
But
They're
I just
not
wanted
wrong.
to see because I knew they were both. Maybe Jaden Daniels more than Slovis was talked about.
'cause I
Maybe
think-
more.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Daniels was a higher recruit, though. That's why.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that.
And he's more excited.
We'll get into
We will get more into that because
Yeah, we
we
will.
actually had to start the episode off with that fresh load.
Yes, sir.
So
and I heard you had something.
I
for
had
us. I heard
something
you had
for
something
you.
for us.
Now, I think you're going to know 50% of the question, but I'm hoping you know
Wow, Tanner.
75%.
Start me off a 50%. You know what that gets me, Tanner, is an F. I would fail.
Yeah, you would fail the shit
So,
out of this. So I'm hoping you
Here we
actually
go.
pass this.
Good
But,
start.
Okay.
Thanks.
Have you seen the movie The Mighty Ducks?
Yes.
Have you seen the movie Sandlot?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're actually. I think you're going to answer this a lot higher than I think you're actually going to.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
here we
I'm
go.
2 for 2 in movies, so this is a good
yeah,
start.
Yeah. Okay, so you know Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
I sure do.
Have you seen Mighty Ducks 2,
Yes.
where it's like Team USA?
Yes.
So did
And
you
they beat the
notice
Russians,
that?
right?
No, it's like Sweden, Ireland. I just
They were across the pond.
Yeah, they were in the EU somewhere.
Lane, check us.
Somewhere in the EU.
Across the border.
Soviets?
Across the pond, as they
Some
might say.
weirdos.
Okay.
Weirdos.
We got
over
Lane
there.
and Lane back
Yeah,
here.
Lane Nash is in the building.
Yeah, he's stepping in, helping us out,
hanging out.
keeping us on track.
He's in that DLL, that Dirty Laundry Lounge.
Yeah. So,
Anyways,
yes, sir. And Dodgers shout out. He wants to get a Dodgers shout out.
since we really haven't brought
and
up the
and a
Dodgers.
Lakers shout out because we
And
haven't
a
thrown one of those out
fucking-
there.
Just an LA shout out. He really just wants an LA shout out. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
But yeah, shout out to the
So-
LA teams.
Back to my fresh load,
Yes, sir.
motherfucker.
I'm here.
Mighty Ducks 2. Sandlot. Benny the Jet Rodriguez. Did you know he was in Mighty Ducks 2?
I did not.
He's one of the hockey players on the USA team in Mighty Ducks 2.
What position does he?
You're speaking a foreign language. You can talk about hockey positions. He was on
I thought
the
you
ice.
gave up
somewhere.
drinking for hockey. Remember that one?
Well, I haven't given it up.
Okay.
We should try that one weekend, though.
Okay.
Anyways, back to what I was talking about.
I don't know any positions either.
Yeah, I
Besides
know.
the
I don't know.
goalie
I
and
really don't know
is
shit
there
about hockey.
Is there a front wing?
I think there's a
A
goalie.
defenseman?
There's a goalie. There's someone with a stick.
I don't know,
some
but they.
skates.
I'll give them more credit.
Anyways, can I get back to what the fresh load's all about? Thank you.
Maybe if you approach me in a respectable tone.
Dude, don't get fucking sassy with me. Here we go. Benny the Jet Rodriguez, back to this.
Okay.
For one, fun fact, it's kind of off subject. Fun fact, did you know Benny the Jet Rodriguez's older brother played Benny the Jet when he was a Dodger at the end of the movie?
Okay, so that one kind of freaked me out. So when he was playing, I thought it was great. And then in the movie, whenever he scored, and then Smalls was in the
The dog pound?
the box,
Right.
the booth, calling the game,
Yeah.
whatever, and he saluted to him. He stood up, and I looked at it, and I immediately got a little like pedo vibe. But I think he's
got a
great
pedo vibe?
I think he's a great guy, though. So shout out to Benny the Jet.
Well, that's what I'm
Just
saying.
shave the
well,
stash.
I think Benny the Jet's brother actually passed away. But I thought that was
Okay.
interesting. I just recently, R.I.P. moment of silence.
I mean,
But I thought that was cool. I was watching Mighty Ducks 2 the other night. I don't know why. It was on TV, and I was like, I liked the movie. It's a childhood movie of mine.
Classic.
And No, I thought it was cool. I looked it up, and I was like, that kid looks really familiar. I was like, no fucking way. I recognize this kid, and I look up Sandlot cast and look up the cast of Mighty Ducks 2, and it was like Mike Victar, which now, that was like one of his last movies he made.
Wow.
Now he's a firefighter in L.A. Shout out to Mike.
Do you think he still makes money off those movies? Anybody know anything about the film industry?
I would assume. I mean, I'm sure he still gets spoiled. Imagine like wanting to be a firefighter and you walk into your station and you see Benny the Jet Rodriguez standing right there.
He's a superhero,
dude.
A superhero.
So
what was the okay? So that was what you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that was my fresh load. It wasn't really a question. It was like I thought it was interesting.
It felt like a question, Tanner. So don't approach me.
I approached it as a question.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
I kind of asked you a few questions, but
anyways, that
was my fresh load. I thought it was a cool idea.
And I can't live this life in question.
I don't really want. Okay,
so.
Okay, I mean whatever. What do you
shout out to Benny the Jet's brother? I guess.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Benny the Jet in general. We're talking a lot about Benny the Jet. We're moving on.
Yes, sir.
We're moving on.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so
Ready.
I watched a little bit of the West Virginia game versus Texas.
I did not.
I figured you wouldn't.
But I could.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is I saw something on Twitter, I believe, the other day, or it was like Sunday or maybe Saturday,
okay,
where they compared Sam Ehlinger to Tim Tebow, and I said, "What the fuck kind of bullshit is this?" What do you think of that? Like the Sam Ehlinger Tebow comparison.
Compare him to, I guess, is the question.
Well, not a 2-time national championship winner, not a quarterback that actually had a successful college career. That's actually won his conference.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
And
I mean, not to take the side of Texas here, but I don't think that Sam Ehlinger's really had a lot to. Maybe he's had a lot to work with. He hasn't had a lot of help to get him any further than where he's at.
Coaching.
You know
Texas.
What I mean?
Yeah, no, coaching in Texas.
Like you can't fault the kid for listening to what the coach is telling him what to do. Like. Sure, he might be kind of a douchebag. Yeah. Like
Sam Ehlinger's going to end up being a coach at UT. Hold my word to it. I don't care if it's
probably
50 years down the line. He's going to do it.
He'll be the next Mike Gundy.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey is actually going to be the next head coach for UT. Hot take.
All right.
All right.
Like yes, sir. All right. Well, I guess we'll get into my game here.
Dude, give me your game.
This game that we were going over was this Arizona State USC game.
Okay.
Let me get it pulled back up here.
Yeah, pull it up.
You know, it was one of those I was really interested to watch just because it was one of those first game of the year for both teams. Mm-hmm. Didn't have anything, on tape for each other. So it was just really who gets out there, who was best prepared, who's been going through this, this process.
Right.
Who has made it the best to this point?
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So we got there.
We finally got it out of. Spit it out, buddy.
So
someone give this baby a baby tap on the back and cough it out.
I think Arizona State came out kind of hot. I think also USC came out kind of slow.
I mean,
if you look at it, because
do you see
Arizona State came out and scored 3 touchdowns out the bat?
I mean,
it was like 20. They had 21 points in the first half.
Right.
And then they ended up with 27 points.
Do you see USC as, I want to say, one of those, I wouldn't say a blue blood because they're clearly a blue blood, but would you say the past maybe decade and a half, would you even compare them to maybe like the Ohio States of the world or the Bamas? Like most people do. A lot of people, when you bring up Bama or US, like Colin Cowherd's like USC is one of the greatest programs, which historically they are, but in recent years, Colin Cowherd still is.
Do you
like,
think it has something to do with like some of the paying the players and stuff like that, like the Reggie Bush type thing, like the stuff that's come out about that? They're like, oh, I don't want to go there because I don't want to have that image.
I mean, it could definitely be that. But I don't think that's more of the issue. I think they're actually going to get a lot more recruits now because of the pay-for-play kind of thing where they're allowed to, I guess, rep their brand, I guess, as a college player. Like, what are you going to rep, your fucking number 3 jersey? Like,
Here's another question, though, is do you think these kids are looking at it as USC might be a good school, but I could go to the Big 12, or I can go to the SEC, or I can go to the Pac-12 or the ACC and play with or against the Alabamas, the OUs, the Clemsons of the world, or the the Big Ten and play against these big powerhouse schools. Whereas if you stay in the Pac-10, you won't play any of these teams. You might play Oregon.
Pac-12.
Or sorry, the Pac-12. You play Oregon, or you play USC, or maybe you play maybe Washington's good one year. You play them, but it's like you look back at it and you're like, oh, I play Washington. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
whereas you could look at it and be like, oh, well, against Ohio State, I did all this.
But you can look at it the same way as maybe a Big 12 recruit. Like, if you're comparing, I played Washington. Well, Washington could probably beat most years half of the Big 12 schools.
Right, but I'm saying I'm comparing it to you play OU every year, right. Tanner. How about
that's one school.
Tanner, how about you pull your hat off your eyebrows and talk to me for once, son? Good God, son.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Thank you. Don't ever do that to me ever again. Exactly.
Someone get this guy another baby fucking.
Well, where was I at?
Dude, I don't fucking know, Nick.
Exactly. When you come to the Big 12, you play OU. You play OU, you want to look at what you did against OU because OU is always a good team.
That's like one school in the Big 12. If you
do good against OU, then I guess you go to the NFL, right?
The Pac-12 gets more probably as a top 5-star recruits. If you're not OU or Texas in the Big 12, you're not usually getting a 5-star.
Pac-12's getting all the 5-star recruits.
The number one recruit in the 2021 class is favored by a lot to go to USC over Clemson, over Bama.
Okay, Oregon has Can we look up
3 or 4 5-stars from last class?
Overall 5 stars going to which conference?
Okay. Yeah. Lane, if you can pull that shit up on your phone too. Let's see if we can
give that a look.
Yeah, give that shit a look. Okay. No, I mean
they're not. The 12, I'm just saying it's not as enticing. It's not as enticing to go to the Pac-10 or the Pac-12 as it is to go to the Big 10 or the SEC or the ACC at this point.
I would definitely say the Pac-12 is over, I would think, recruit-wise, over the ACC and over the Big 12. Now, I'm not talking middle-of-the-road recruits. I'm talking the very top, and then, obviously, the Pac-12 has their fair share of, fuck you schools, fuck you football programs. But I'm saying, Kayvon, I don't even know how you say his name for Oregon. He was, the number one overall recruit a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then they just got, a 5-star cornerback. They just got, a 5-star...
But that's Oregon.
They had more Oregon 5-stars than OU recently.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about that, so,
Well, OSU fans don't know much about recruiting anyways.
Yeah, that's very true. We just watch people play and then get mad.
Yeah, and then you're like, why can I get those guys?
So.
Why can I get that 3-star?
Well.
Hey, no, dude, we're going to come to a conclusion on this.
Okay.
Pac-12 gets better recruits. The problem with the Pac-12 is, again, money-wise, I think it's not so much the recruits don't want to go to the Pac-12. I think it's stuff like...
They don't want to play after midnight?
Right. They don't want to do that. And I think there's a lot of things that go into it, like the Reggie Bush thing with the USC, where it's a liability almost. But again, that's why I think the Pac-12 is going to become more like USC's are going to become more back up because of the pay-for-play kind of thing, where college athletes can get paid, which they already passed that bill in California.
Right.
UCLA's...
player likeness and stuff.
Yeah. Chip Kelly at UCLA, or... Yeah,
USC.
Chip Kelly at
UCLA.
UCLA, yeah.
UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA might get one 5-star recruit, but that's again because it's probably going to get paid. It's not because of, and plus you're in where's UCLA? LA, right?
Yeah,
it's just LA, isn't it?
University of Central Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's like LSU and
California, Los Angeles, not Central Los Angeles.
California, Los Angeles. That's weird.
Yes,
I would have guessed Central too.
I would have too. Sounded nice.
Sounded way better than
Central.
California,
Sounds like
Los
Central.
Angeles.
Sounds like the
California,
colors would
Los
be
Angeles
baby blue.
Sounds like a junior college.
The colors sound like they would be baby blue.
What, Central LA?
Central LA.
Every time I think of LA, I think of just gang banging, bro. I think Dodgers. Dodgers are the perfect.
Gang banging,
bro. I think of cartel, bro, and I think of LA. The Dodgers uniforms,
Tanner,
and their blue and white is in their uniforms are the perfect
question,
just thug uniform. I don't know, dude. That's just how I look at it.
Can I ask you a serious question?
What?
How many times have you left the state of Oklahoma?
A lot, actually. I'd never go West Coast though. I'm always East Coast.
How on 2 hands?
Oh, way more than that. I used to go to Cal. I used to go to Florida every summer for.
I used to go to Cal. I used to go to
Florida for about a month.
Pull your hat off your eyebrows and maybe you'd be able to think better.
I used to go to Florida if I can fucking get my words out.
You could think past your eyebrows.
Okay, dude. Anyways, yes, I've left Oklahoma a lot of times.
Doesn't sound like it.
Okay, dude. Well, you don't sound like you've done a lot in your life, Nick.
You're
wearing a Justin Blackman jersey.
I haven't done a lot.
And then you also said that jersey is Trevor Lawrence's number. No, Nick. Trevor Lawrence is number 16,
I'm saying,
not 14,
well, when Trevor
fuck.
Lawrence comes to the Jags, I'm keeping this number warm for him.
That number warm for him?
Yeah.
Dude, no one wants to wear a Jags jersey,
I'm like
bro.
sitting on it like a little.
That's not even the
chicken
newest.
on
Can
a
you get a
man.
new Jags jersey at least?
I can't.
Can you go find a new Jags jersey?
You know, the problem is every time I get a new Jags jersey, the guy leaves.
Or he gets arrested like Blackman. How about you find...
Blackman, I have Jalen Ramsey, I have
Get a Miles
Leonard
Jack
Fournette.
uniform or like a.
See,
like
but
a
the
Josh
problem is I don't
Allen
want to
jersey.
jinx. I don't want to jinx any of that because the next one I get's going to be gone.
Dude, the Jags are the shittiest team in the history of sports. Like, I'm sorry,
No doubt, but at
you
least,
root for the shittiest teams, and honestly, that's honestly a compliment because you're like you cheer them on every year. But man, this man is.
I'm just sitting right here wearing a Jags
Jaguars
jersey.
fan, and this man is a Oklahoma State Cowboys fan. Like,
I was a New York Knicks fan, and then I had to really give that.
And
up.
he was
had
a
to throw
Knicks
that
fan,
one away.
guys. Like this, I feel so fucking bad for you, dude. Like your hope every every sport season is
but
like
you know what's funny, Tanner?
over 500.
You know
like
what's
that's what you're
hilarious
hoping for
is
every
the
sport.
Jags went to the AFC Championship game, and by the way, Miles Jack was not down. When was that? 2018, 17 probably. 2017
with Blake Bortles.
Yep, the Mets went to the World Series in 2015.
I mean, your teams have been more successful than mine. But
so, I mean, as bad as it really has been, it's not really been that bad.
I mean, on a consistent
We've had one
basis,
time.
though,
We've had one chance.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten it all, though.
I mean, the thing... I mean, there's a lot of issues.
Shout out.
Shout out, bro.
I don't know.
Shut up.
It does not. Well, it just saying all that out loud does not sound good to me anymore.
Nick, I'm done talking about the Mets. It kind of makes I kind of just open my mouth a little bit. And the Jaguars, just looking at that jersey. Can we talk about Arkansas for half a second?
Yeah, I feel it.
Okay. Since we're still on college football, Arkansas. Now, shout out to Cameron for sending this submission in.
Yeah, shout out Cam. I don't know.
Shout
Do
out
you go by Cam?
Do you go by Cam Fam? Do you have a nickname? DM us. Let us know your nickname.
I enjoy the name Cameron.
Okay. Here we go.
So,
his question was: is Arkansas relevant in the SEC now?
Absolutely not.
They just beat Tennessee this past weekend, 24-13. But I think everyone beats Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, congrats, you beat Tennessee. That's like someone going to the Big 12 and being like, "Yeah, we beat Kansas," and I'm like,
their first week they lost to Georgia.
I'm not talking to you this week, Tanner, about OU football. So don't even talk about it.
I don't even want to talk about beating
So don't
Kansas,
ask,
bro. It never even crossed my mind. Nick,
I know, but
so
I just didn't
fucking come at me like that.
I wanted you to know that it's not going to.
And I'm letting you know it's not going to get brought up on this.
You know what, Tanner? They're asking about Arkansas. I can't even find Arkansas on ESPN, so they're not relevant.
But you can't even Google Arkansas.
No.
Arkansas is like they were actually talking about there's 49 states in America.
And I hate to talk bad about Arkansas, but here's the problem: when your quarterback
in Arkansas, other than Justin Moore,
quarterback is Felipe Franks.
Yeah, can you guys not Jesus Christ? Didn't he? Why did he leave Florida? Do you know? Did he just straight transfer because he wasn't playing because of Trask or what? You're a Florida guy. Well, your dad's a Florida guy.
Yeah, well, yeah, by trade.
But
I mean, what's next? They're going to get Ben DiNucci to come back and play quarterback in college. Like, let's recruit our own guys. OU.
Well, I mean, I can't talk shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to talk shit. My school doesn't recruit anyone. Well, recently we have, but no.
Yeah, not on your own roster.
No, but Arkansas is 3-3 this year. To answer your question, Cameron, no fucking way.
I mean, there's not a chance. I mean, they're making it enjoyable though. They're making it enjoyable to watch
this year,
and I enjoy watching that. And I think a lot of Tulsa talents coming going to Arkansas,
right?
So that's great to see. I just don't think that you're going to be able to overcome the Alabamas, the Georgias, even the Floridas, the A&Ms.
You guys should just come back to the Big 12 at this point, because really, I think you guys are last in the West. Are they? Yeah, they're the West. I think they're last in the West every year. But here's the deal: I will consider Arkansas somewhat relevant whenever
they're more relevant than
Kansas.
Well, yeah,
but
I compare them to West Virginia.
Nick, stop it, please. West Virginia would shit down Arkansas's throat.
No, I mean, but just the way Arkansas is in the SEC, whatever the East or the West that they're in, I would compare them to West Virginia and the Big 12.
Nick, you know what's fucking sad is Arkansas is the worst team.
How smart I am.
Dude, you don't have a buzz cut. You can't be smart. Dude.
Did you just say I have to have a buzz cut to be smart?
Oh no, we talked about the other one episode. I don't even remember what episode it was. Anyways, moving on. Fuck me. So now I had lost my spot. Oh no, you're comparing Arkansas to West Virginia.
Sure.
Well, Arkansas is last in their division every year, so that's why I said Kansas. Because even though Arkansas has a better record than Kansas and actually went 3 games in a season, they're still not like.
Okay, well, Cameron.
Yes, Lane has a question.
They're 3-3 right now.
Right.
We got 4 games left.
Mm-hmm.
They got Florida A&M.
No, they lost to A&M.
Okay.
Florida, LSU, Missouri, and Alabama. How many of those did
They
they win?
go 2-2.
I think they're best compared to Missouri.
They're going to go 5-5 this year. They're going to upset Missouri because Missouri's probably going to be favored going to that game. They're definitely beating LSU because LSU is fucking ass cracked this year.
Odell paid everybody to leave.
Oh no, dude, that program paid everyone to leave.
Tanner,
Because
just kidding. What I'm trying to say, right here,
at this moment, right here in the DLO, what are you trying to say, Nick?
Arkansas and Missouri are comparable.
That's fair. But Missouri has more.
Can we agree?
No, that's fair. Arkansas has the same. I would say Missouri has a little more talent that comes out there.
Well, yeah.
But I see
Just
it.
because of the Columbia area, I
Right.
think is more well.
No, Fayetteville's beautiful.
Yeah,
Fayetteville's beautiful.
No, I'm saying from the surrounding area, I think it's almost easier to get people to come into Missouri than it would be to Arkansas. Although Arkansas is beautiful.
Arkansas is way. I mean, they're both pretty states in their own right. Way prettier than Oklahoma. That's for sure.
But if you live in Missouri, in the surrounding Missouri area, you're probably going to be a Missouri fan. There's no other school you can root for besides Kansas
or Mo State. But yeah, who wants?
You
to
know what I mean?
for?
But there's like Arkansas is almost the same deal,
right? I mean, but
I feel like if you live around those areas, you're going to go to those schools, though. You don't like live around Missouri and then go.
Or if you're from Tulsa, a lot of Tulsans go to Arkansas. That's because they get in-state tuition.
But also, Tulsa's like an hour from Fayetteville.
Mm-hmm.
Or how far? I don't drive.
I think it's like 2 hours, to be honest.
I don't drive, so I don't know.
Yeah. What do you do? Ride a camel everywhere? How do you get around? If you don't drive,
I close my eyes
and just sleep and you teleport. 2 hours.
So 2 hours.
We got 2 hours.
2 hours. Still closer than Norman.
So if you don't drive, Nick, question: if you don't drive, how do you get around?
I don't know.
On a magic
Someone
carpet? Are you
pushes me.
Aladdin that no one? Are you a superhero, Loki?
I don't know. Do you want
not
me to
know?
be a superhero?
No, I don't want you to be.
Tanner,
I'd kick your ass.
If you were a
if
superhero,
I'd be Batman. Don't talk to
what
me.
superhero would
Batman.
you be? Batman.
I'm being fucking. I don't even need superpowers.
Yeah, you do. You
Give me
need
a
it to be
black
dark.
Kevlar outfit, and I'll just kick everyone's ass.
You need it to be dark outside for you to come out. Have you ever seen Batman fight in the day?
Yeah. Have you seen the Batman movies? Dipshit.
This is a hard answer for me.
Yeah, I know you don't watch movies.
Yeah. Well,
What do you do? Like I texted you this. What do you do when you're out time? Obviously, watch sports. I watch a lot of sports, but I still have time to maybe watch a movie.
I watch
The
TV.
Bachelorette. I don't know. Do something fun. What do you do?
Watch TV.
What do you watch then if you don't watch movies? Like Impractical Jokers, the Cooking Channel,
Whatever's on.
Desperate Housewives,
Whatever's on. Maybe a little Storage Wars.
Storage Wars.
Sure. I like to see what people find, man.
What kind of lampshade they find? Like a nice
Well-
felt lampshade. Ooh, I'd buy that
I don't
for
know.
$26.
I don't know. I don't play some video games, I guess. Watch The Office or
Shout out The Office, by the way. Good show.
I don't know.
Dude, you're weird. I've never been.
I watch ESPN Plus, watch documentaries.
Have you seen Happy
and
Gilmore?
such. Yeah.
Shout out Masters Week.
Yeah. I've seen Happy Gilmore.
So what I'm getting is you've seen sports movies.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them.
Okay.
My favorite movie,
Favorite movie?
The Rookie.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
With what's his face?
Yeah.
The older guy.
Spade.
Yeah, David Spade. No, that's not David Spade's
What's
the
his
short
name?
guy.
Not Spade.
Adam Sandler's friend. Lane, the rookie cast, the main guy. You'll
What's his
notice him once
name?
you see him. David Quaid.
Quaid.
Yes.
Not Spade.
Wait, is it David Quaid or David Quaid?
Quaid.
Yeah, Quaid.
Dennis
Quaid. Thank you.
Dennis.
God, I didn't start with
Dennis.
a D.
Dennis. Yeah, I like that one because he was a lefty and he threw kind of hard. So I was like, man, I could be a lefty that throws hard. And then I went up and then I.
Which one's the one with Henry Rowan Gardner where he snaps his arm in half?
That's the.
And they super glue it back together, and then he throws 196.
Yeah. No idea.
No
Angels
idea.
in the outfield. The arm one.
Yeah, dude, the one where he squeaks when he moves his arm. He played for the Cubs. Rookie of the year. Thank you, Lane. God.
Yeah,
Look
he
how
was
much
like 12
easier
years
this is
old, dude. He was
look how
like
much
12
easier
years
this is.
old.
Yeah, and he's tossing 103. Someone
Throwing
shed, bro.
lasers.
Dude. Okay.
Absolute dimes.
Dude.
All right, let's get into
Dimes?
some Well, he threw it
quarters.
from the outfield, behind the
That's a
outfield
quarter,
wall
Nick.
to the pitcher.
Nick, Russell Wilson to DK Metcalf is a dime. Kyler Murray to Christian Kirk against the Dolphins is a dime.
Well, let's just get into those two games then. Why don't we? Since those are
I like
you're just
that.
bringing them up.
Okay, that's why I brought him up.
Okay, which one do you want to hit first?
Let's go Dolphins Cards.
Dolphins Cardinals.
Yeah.
Battle of the rookie and
Battle
the
of
not rookie.
the
They're
people.
both young.
The 25 and under year olds. That's what we're calling them.
The youth of the league, is what I say.
The youthfuls. Here's a question for you, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Tua would be just as successful as Kyler if he was on the Cardinals? And
Oh, yeah.
do you think Kyler would be just as successful as Tua so far on the Dolphins?
Oh yeah.
Who would you rather have starting a franchise with right now? After watching that game,
Why is it always who would you rather have?
because that makes it more interesting.
But it doesn't.
What would make this more interesting to you?
If you'd stop being mean.
If you'd answer
So what I'm going to
question.
do, I'm just going to go against the grain and I'll say Tua because I like the lefty. I like it.
You're biased, like a southpaw.
Yeah.
I'm a southpaw.
But I mean, can I go wrong? We don't know yet.
yeah, Tua's.
We don't know yet, but I think Tua's got potential. I mean, he threw for
Well, sure, he's got potential.
Let's see, 248 passing yards.
I mean,
And two
he
touchdowns.
wouldn't have been drafted like fifth overall if he didn't have potential. Like, obviously, the kid's got potential.
So what's wrong with me picking him? Why are you going to fight me over this?
I'm not, but if you're picking, would you rather have a dual threat quarterback or a pocket passer?
I think Tua can run just fine.
I don't think Tua's Kyler Murray though.
He had 35 rushing yards. He doesn't have to have 100 rushing yards to be effective.
Do you see the Dolphins making the playoffs this year?
Sure, why not?
Do you think Tua's going to win a playoff game?
Sure, why not?
Do you think Tua's going to win a Super Bowl?
No. Not this year. No.
Well, not this fucking. Okay, if the Dolphins, let's make a bet. If the Dolphins win the Super Bowl this year, what's our bet? Give me something.
I'll get a ass tat
Deal.
of a dolphin.
Deal. You guys heard that live on episode 4. If the Dolphins, I'm gonna be the biggest Dolphins fan the rest.
Do you
of
know
the
how bad that would hurt me if I was a Jag? Well, considering I'm a Jags fan, is getting a Dolphins tat. Actually, the Dolphins logo
You
is
have to-
kind of cool.
no,
I would
it's
have to
kinda
get
cool.
the full
the
Dolphin.
color. I like the colors. If you get the Dolphin tat, you have to get Tua's name on the Dolphin.
Okay, well, can I pick a team if they win the Super Bowl? You got to get an ass tat.
Sure. I mean, obviously, it can't. I guess it can be anyone. I'll shake on it. But if it's like the Chiefs, then no, because that's fucking stupid.
I'll say the Pittsburgh Steelers go undefeated the rest of the year and win the Super Bowl.
That's your bet with me?
Yeah.
Find me another bet, because I'm scared to take that one.
What? That's a good one.
No, because
There's no way, Tanner.
Bro,
They have to play Baltimore again.
there is a way. You see the way they playing? But here's the deal. I kind of believe there's not a way because they played last 2 weeks.
Tanner,
It
it's
kind of
not
looked a
way.
little
Just shake it. You know you like it.
undefeated. They got 8 more games.
And the playoffs.
What
and
kind
the
of
Super
ass
Bowl.
am I getting though if I do it?
The Steelers logo.
I'm not even
Yes.
a Steelers fan. Nick.
It doesn't matter. I'm not a Dolphins fan. Shake it.
If they go undefeated.
Lane? He said,
Fuck
let's
it,
do
I'm
it.
doing it.
Yes, sir. We like it.
God, I'm gonna be the biggest Steelers hater the rest of the year.
If the Dolphins,
Your bet's way harder than mine.
Why?
If they win the Super Bowl, mine's going.
all the
undefeated.
Steelers have to do is lose one game. We're just now halfway through the season, Tanner.
That's so scary.
Get the tat.
I'll get the damn Steelers.
No,
tat.
you won't.
How big
Tanner.
does it have to be?
It's got to be on that cheek, baby.
Can it be like around my butthole so no one sees it? Can it be like inside my ass crack?
Tanner, I don't want to know what that would even look like.
Can it, dude? I don't want to.
Okay, are we getting into this game or what's up?
Yes. No. I mean, it's really, it was one of the best games I've watched all year.
I thought it was a very it was one of those where it wasn't like, oh, somebody got way out ahead, somebody got way behind, somebody came back, and like one of those
Yeah.
like Patriots.
No, it was exciting for
like
sure.
Falcons games. It was one of those where
Right.
they just kept playing. They were just playing.
No, it was a good time. I thought both. I'm going to say with the quarterbacks. I thought both quarterbacks played really well. Like there was not like you couldn't watch that game and say, oh, I'd have one over the other. Not watching that game alone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they
Right.
both played really well.
Well, I mean, Kyler rushed for over 100 yards.
He was the only player other than Dalvin Cook this past weekend to rush over 100 yards.
Yeah, I'm not talking about fantasy football. I just can't do it.
That
But
had
but
nothing to do
that's
with fantasy.
crazy.
That
Yeah,
literally
no,
said
I know
100.
that's a crazy stat.
Why would that be anything about fantasy? Put your fucking knuckle down to talk to me.
I don't know. But
Like your head gets all over the place. You know what I said on one of our descriptions on a podcast episode?
what is it?
I said our brains are like a scatter plot. We go from one point to the next, and there's really not a fluid just we're all over the place, man. Your brain's all over the place.
Yeah, I don't have.
Is that what
any
happens
focus.
when you're redheaded?
I have zero focus, and I'm left-handed.
I think I'm a little redheaded, to be honest. I don't
so
know.
anything that I say that's incorrect,
Yeah,
it's just because I'm left-handed.
But I'm left-handed, and everything I say is right. So,
Well, then you're not left-handed.
I write with my right hand, but I throw with my left hand.
Tanner, I'm going to tell you something that your mom's never told you is that you're fucking wrong.
Well, I'm going to tell you
Okay.
something your parents have never told you is you're adopted. So, they don't ever come at me about Southpaws.
I might be adopted.
Dude, you're so adopted.
I
bro.
probably am.
I actually don't believe you're adopted by any means because your brother looks just fucking like you. It's actually scary. I've never met two siblings that look so alike. It's like actually insane. So, anyways, moving on.
Yeah, well, Tanner, nobody would know if
Nobody would know what.
no, nobody would know if you look like them because you wear your hat over your eyebrows. So how about you fix your damn hat, son?
Oh shit.
Okay,
Dude,
so
go get some fucking hairspray and dye your hair a different color or something.
can't,
God.
see, when people make fun of the redheaded stepchild, I'm just like, why do you have
Pumpkin
to do that
patch,
to me?
bro.
I don't deserve it.
Bro,
So-
make you into a jack-o'-lantern and throw your head in a pumpkin patch. You
So
fit
either
right
way,
in.
it was very interesting to see that Hopkins only had like what 2 catches in that game.
something like that.
Let's see how many he had. Hopkins had 3 catches for 30 yards.
Mm-hmm.
No touchdowns.
0 touchdowns?
0 touchdowns. So,
I knew that.
I mean, it's almost like they decided that they were going to let Kyler Murray run and just take away Hopkins. Is that how you beat them?
I mean, I feel like, I guess. I mean, the problem with the Cardinals is just like the Ravens is when you're defending a running back that can run like that, you're basically taking quarterback. Wow. Yeah. Fuck me. Basically taking a defender out of play.
Tanner, this is for children.
Actually, on our YouTube it says it's not for children, but it's because
We can make it for
It's
children.
explicit.
I mean, this is
Okay.
not for children.
let's make the rest of the episode
Forget it.
PG.
I mean,
Like a dang Teletubby.
Tanner,
Like
the
a Barney,
Teletubbies,
like
I
a
think.
Barney show.
I think the Teletubbies touch little kids. So,
dude, every what a
telling
Nickelodeon
you,
show. Dude, we talked about this last episode.
Yes,
There's so
dude.
many.
see, but we don't want to be those people. So this is for children, but
No,
this
that's
is
why
not
I-
exclusively. This is
No,
not like
this is
on.
I strictly said on our YouTube
Yeah.
channel, this is not for children because I don't even want rumors to be floated around.
Yeah, but I
bro.
mean, if you're in high school and stuff, and you're like listening to new
you're
stuff,
18 or older.
I say 16 and older.
Well, I just want to. Yeah, if you have a driver's license, you should be able to listen to this. I think that's fair.
That's it. On the money.
If you don't have a
Lane,
driver's listen to this,
concur.
turn this shit off.
No,
Lane, what do you,
you don't
think?
concur.
16 or older for this podcast?
He doesn't have any.
Lane has no comment.
Not a comment.
Zero comment.
It's all right. It's all right. But is that? I mean, okay. So back to the point. Is that how you beat the Cardinals? Is by taking away Hopkins and making them throw to everybody else and making them run the ball?
I don't think that's how you beat them.
I don't either. They have 2 good running backs. Well, Kenyon Drake hasn't been good, but whenever he's healthy, he's a running back.
He's a running back.
They have Chase Edmonds, who's been good.
Good. You have Christian
And then you
Kirk,
have-
Larry Fitz,
Right.
Andy Isabella.
But you also have Kyler Murray. So it's almost
he's
like,
the X factor.
for me, I would look at it and be like, I would just double team Hopkins and then put everybody
You know
in the
why they
box.
lost that game is because Kyler fumbled. 1 turnover. And that's why they lost by 3 points. Boom.
Man, and he got beat by the Rook. So Tua's gone out and beaten the Rams, and then he beat the Cardinals back to back.
Yep. 2 good wins
That's pretty
over
solid.
good football teams.
That's solid. So I'm going to give him shout out. But I also think that the Dolphins defense is pretty
Dolphins
nice.
defense has been great the past couple weeks.
I mean, 31 points, not great, but you look
playing
at who you're
Kyler.
playing against. Okay,
An MVP candidate.
Yeah, give him that.
Yeah.
Okay, so switching it over, unless you want
Seahawks,
to
Bills,
throw something.
I have nothing to add.
Okay,
I think I think there's nothing you can really take away from that game that's super negative about either team.
I don't either. It was just
both
a
teams
fun
played
game to
great.
watch.
Yeah, it was a great game.
so I'm gonna
Bills Seahawks.
talk about Bills Seahawks. So I watched this one pretty much top to bottom.
Okay.
Bills got out early. Felt like Seattle was going to come back.
Uh-huh.
Seattle couldn't score.
Uh-huh.
And then the Bills kept trucking on. Seattle started coming back. Seattle kept coming back. Bills kept coming. It was like
Back and forth again.
every time the Seattle scored and was going to make another play, it was one step back.
Right.
Bills scored again. Bills got a big sack. It was like Russell Wilson wasn't ready to play that game. He was not ready for whatever the Bills were
Neither was
doing.
Tom
He was
Brady,
not
but-
there.
No,
Well, that's another story.
No, I agree with you.
Which, I mean, he had good numbers. Not to say he
he had 2 interceptions.
almost had 400 passing yards, but that's because he had to throw the whole game. So
right. And
when you're down by
Seahawks are a running
when you're
football
down by
team.
21 in the third quarter, you're not going to be running a handoff to DJ Dallas up the middle. Like that's
you're
not
not
what you're
wrong.
going to do.
Yeah, I mean that it's like it's almost like, I don't mean to bring up the Browns, but it's like the Browns that they're running first, like they run first, like that's their
And
identity.
if Baker has 300 yards, they can still lose.
Because
that's the thing.
Russell makes his money on deep passes. Well, those deep passes mostly up from Russ come off of play action passes.
Because the run game's working.
It sucks the safeties in, and they can go over the top to DK.
So does
or
this?
something like that.
Do you think this means that they need Chris Carson? Like this shows how important he is to their team, or do you think Chris Carson is more of just a placeholder?
No, I think he's definitely.
Or do you think he's miles ahead of the rest of the running back
I don't think
room?
he's miles ahead, but I think he's definitely ahead. Like he's your best running back in the RB room. Like I mean, like you're like if he's on the roster healthy, you're gonna he's your 3-down back.
Now let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Now you put Chris Carson on the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Does he fit their style? Do you think he would make the Buffalo Bills put the Buffalo Bills over the edge?
I don't think you put him over the edge. I think on any team, Chris Carson's like one of those guys that's going to make any team better. Like there's some running backs, again, like we talked about, again, or I remember it was episode 2 about Latavius Murray, Derek. Like there's the journeyman running backs.
Right.
Those guys aren't going to make a team better. They're going to add depth, but they're not going to be like, if they're on the field, it's not like, oh, wow, we're like way better.
I think
Does that make sense?
Chris Carson's shown he's a 3-down back.
No,
Like, he can
1000%.
He can play 3 downs, and he
1000%.
can be that guy where if you wanted to run a play action, you could run it.
No, 1000%. I mean,
And he's going to be the guy that he'll put up 60, 80, 100 yards,
Right.
2 touchdowns, be the goal line
Right.
goal line back. You can throw screens to him. You can throw a little bubble route or a running back in out in whatever,
No, I mean, you're like,
and he can do it all. Might
Yeah.
not be the greatest out there, but he's going to do it.
who's in their division? Who's in the Seahawks division? You got the 49ers, Cardinals, and
Rams,
is it the Rams?
I think so.
It is the Rams, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the best running back in that division then, when healthy. Because he's better than Kenyon Drake, in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
He's better than 49ers have like 9 running
49ers
backs.
have 100 running backs. Like I was talking about
Raheem
that last episode.
Mostert, he's better than him, I think.
Yeah,
Raheem's
or
just quick.
Coleman,
Yeah, or Tevin Coleman
McKinnon.
or McKinnon. Like
The Rams have Malcolm Brown and Darrell
Darrell
Henderson.
Henderson,
Yeah,
and then
so,
Cam Akers.
Yeah, so nobody has a defined guy besides.
No, besides the Seahawks. And now they're stuck in the same thing as their division is
I mean,
rotating running back.
I think DJ Dallas has looked pretty good.
Well, he's definitely good.
I
mean,
just don't think he just doesn't bring that Chris Carson. He's just got the build, he's got the body, he's got it all. So
Well, Chris Carson's someone you have to game plan for.
Yeah.
You don't game plan for a DJ Dallas.
no, you don't.
So that's the difference right there.
All right, Tanner, throw something else at me. That was good.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's good talk. I just want to do a quick shout out to Notre Dame real quick.
Okay.
Um,
Shout out to Notre Dame.
shout out to Notre Dame.
It's because I was cooking with you.
We
I
were
didn't
stirring that bitch
uncook
up.
and I didn't
And
uncook
guess who
enough.
called that game?
No, I love it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I think I figured out how to say the name. DJ Uwangalele.
What?
Uwangalele. Uwangalele.
Hey, Nick, I also want to point out how everyone said it was a low-scoring game, and it was actually a high-scoring game. Again, I just want to throw
No,
that
you
out there.
you had it right on the nose, Tanner.
said-
But so is your hat is sitting right on you. So-
I said Notre Dame was going to win by, I think, 3, or maybe it was 38-31. I don't know. I said something like that.
yeah, no, you definitely called it a lot better than I did. And I
Well, you called
wanted
it with
to take
the whole country said Clemson. Which,
right.
Which in my head, I was like, there's no way Notre Dame's going to win. But I'm hot taking this bitch, and
Right, but
there was a hope.
I think DJ still went out there and did his thing, though. I don't think their defense played as great as everybody expected, but I also don't think anybody expected Notre Dame to play like their offense to be as good as it was.
Right. I mean, Ian Book really didn't have that great of a game.
No, I mean he only had the one touchdown,
Yeah,
but
he
threw for over 300 yards.
threw for over 300 yards. He had a 56.4 completion percentage,
yeah,
which
I
is
mean, he was putting
average.
it together.
So-
He had who is this? Kyron Williams,
Right.
140 rushing yards. Ian Book
Yeah,
had 68 yards, so
Yeah.
he adds 68 yards rushing to his day.
No, Book had a great game.
So, and it looks like he had 3 receivers over 50 yards. So, I mean, he spread it around.
Just stirring that pot,
He
baby.
got everybody running.
I was happy to see Clemson finally lose, though.
I was too. I mean, I hate to see it without Trevor Lawrence.
Right,
I mean, in
like,
my opinion, like
because now
they're going
oh,
to
Trevor's not in the game.
Yeah, whenever
No,
Trevor
I agree
comes
with you
back,
on that.
they'll be like, well, does it really count? And then they'll play. And then, so at the end of the day, I think you look at it and you say, now these two teams are probably going to be in the Final Four.
I was about to say that's literally
unless Clemson loses again.
That's what I was about to bring up. Is unless Notre Dame loses too. If Notre Dame loses,
But,
like
no.
a dumb game,
Right.
and they're both 7-1 going into the championship, and then probably the winner of that,
Right,
is
but
in.
let's just say, I mean, just throwing this out there because I think a lot of people may agree, is that these two teams are probably going to win out until the championship game.
Right.
Play each other. Now, what we want to happen
Notre Dame winning
is Notre Dame to win again. Clemson's out, and that gives somebody else a chance. But
Right.
if Notre Dame were to lose to Clemson, then you probably have to put them both in.
Right. No, I actually like that Notre Dame joined the ACC this year.
And I don't hate that idea either.
I don't hate that idea.
And I might cook with you because I think even with
shit up.
Trevor Lawrence, I mean, just looking at DJ Uiagalelei,
whatever.
I tried again.
Yeah,
but
it's close.
Seeing
enough.
what he did, he put up. I mean, Trevor Lawrence probably may not have come in and done even better than that.
No,
you know what I mean? Like he put
no.
up great numbers. Even for being
If
a
you
backup.
look at Trevor Lawrence stats, though, like his stats against really good teams
are never that great.
mind-blowing.
They're not
Like,
never
they're
that
not.
great. They're
They're not.
consistent. Like he has consistently pretty decent numbers, but it's never like pop off the screen.
And here comes
it's
like,
more
here
like
comes
the
like
Ian,
Harrison in
it's
our
more
DMs.
like the Ian Book like numbers, kind of in this
Right.
game where he has ETN that rushes for 150 and 2 tutties, and,
No,
and he only
yeah.
has to throw 1 touchdown. And
You know me, I'm Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence all day.
I don't care who the Jags get, baby, but we getting one of them.
Yeah, you are
because
getting one
we
of
are not winning a game.
Now, who's your quarterback this past season? Let's
Past
real
season,
quick, or not season, past weekend.
Jake
Jesus Christ,
Luton.
I can't talk. Who?
Jake Luton.
He was what college he come from? Can you look that up, Lane, for us real quick? Jake. Yeah, it was somewhere. I know it was Pac-12. It was a Pac-12
Oregon
school.
State sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah.
Jake Luton.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Gluten-free, by the way.
I mean, he kind of looks like a vegetable to me, but he's probably a nice, like, I feel like he goes
A
to
cucumber.
practice.
He looks like a
goes to
cucumber to me.
practice every day. He shows up.
Gets a 4.0.
He kind of probably brings the quarterback room some water.
He tutors everyone on the football team himself.
Yes, exactly.
He has his own degree made custom for him.
Nice guy,
Called
though.
the Jake Luton degree.
Don't know about him being a good quarterback, but
He made a great throw to DJ.
Yeah, I mean, he's made
Quick
it.
shout out to the
he made
Jags,
some
the
good
shittiest team
throws.
in
I don't
football.
think he looked terrible. I mean, obviously, you're not going to just go out there and say, "Yeah, he's the answer."
No, right. I mean, you're not.
So, but that's just kind of my thing.
I have a thing for you. I want to ask you in memory of Alex. What's his name again?
Alex Trebek.
Trebek. Thank you. In memory of Jeopardy, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Football question.
Let's hear it.
I'm hoping you didn't see this on social media.
Am I gonna
'Cause
know
I
the
thought
answer?
it was cool. I don't think you will. If you've seen it, you will. If you haven't seen it, you probably. I mean, you might get it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the Jeopardy things. All while I do this again in memory of Alex. Fresno State has 3 superstars playing in football, one in each sport: football, baseball, and basketball. And I'll give you the teams for each superstar. You ready?
Well, I know the basketball one.
Hold on.
Okay.
Basketball who?
Paul George.
Football plays for the Packers.
Fresno State.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's got to be Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. He played for Cal.
Oh, Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. Baseball, Yankees.
Fresno State. It's not Aaron Judge. Giancarlo Stanton. Nope. Not Stanton. Fresno State.
I apologize
Fresno's
for that
in
ring.
California.
Yes, he plays for the Yankees. He's an outfielder.
It's not Clint Frazier.
If this was Jeopardy, your time would be way fucking over.
Oh, okay. Well, this is why I'm not on Jeopardy, Tanner. This is why I'm on a podcast.
Right. I mean, I'm still going to give you some credit. You want me to tell you?
Is it Aaron Hicks?
Not Aaron Hicks.
Brett Gardner?
Not Brett Gardner.
Aaron Judge?
Aaron Judge, yes.
I said that first.
Yes, you did.
But I said not Aaron Judge,
But
and
then
you
you
didn't
said
even
not.
react. What kind of asshole sits there after I say the right answer,
'Cause
and
I
it's
don't
just
wanna-
like...
Because you didn't sound sure of it. I'm not going to say yes. It's like a teacher. Whenever the
Well,
little
Tanner,
kid
you would
raises
be
their hand,
the
it's like,
worst teacher. I would get my kid transferred out of your class so fast You wouldn't even know. You know why? Because your hat's covering your eyeballs.
You can't see my eyes?
No.
Nick, shut the
Pick it
fuck
up.
up.
Pick it up.
Get some hair dye. That's what you're getting from Christmas.
Hair dye.
Nick, you wouldn't even have a class. You'd be in prison for rape. You'd be groping on kids or something.
I feel disrespected.
Well, you'd be like Michael Jackson.
Tell me what you think, Tanner.
Tell me what you think.
You got a closer?
Well, my closer is I had a great day. And I hope people enjoy this podcast.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Tanner.
Please hit me with it.
Let me ask you one last question.
Mm-hmm.
And Lane, you can throw an answer in for this. When you have dinner,
Favorite sides, what you're going to ask me.
what is the number
'Cause you
one
texted me
thing
earlier.
you pick to eat for a side? Like
Well,
if
it
you're
depends what
making,
kind of
it
meal,
doesn't
though.
matter what it is. If you're making a steak or a burger or whatever, and you have to make a side,
Some form of potatoes.
Okay. Are we going
Because they're
mashed?
so versatile.
Are we going to baked?
I'm going baked. Load that bitch up with bacon, cheese, sour cream, green onion,
Bacon bits.
bacon bits, butter, salt, pepper.
A little bit of spit.
Dude, little bit of just juice, bro.
You don't spit in your food?
Little body fluid in that.
Oh, I spit in my
that
food.
potato.
That
Dude,
way, if anybody asks me if they can have
you
a
hot
bite,
some loogies in that bitch, don't you?
yeah, I'm like, you want a bite of this?
That's how Nick eats. Before every bite, that's how I see Nick.
Yeah, that's what Tanner uses to put on his little cheeseburgers that he puts the sauce
I
on.
spit my drool on it.
Yeah, you do.
Dude,
No, I'm gonna go. I don't know if I had to pick one side. Only one. Oh, how about this? Change the question. Pick one side for the rest of your life. One side item to eat for the rest of your life.
Can it be like, okay, say you were to say French fries, can it be like one day just normal fries and then one day like maybe like chili cheese fries and then maybe one day like loaded fries? Or does it have to be, if I say French fries, just say it's French fries because it's common?
Why do you have to make the question difficult, Tanner?
Because like,
Here's an answer.
I want to know if I can have like a versatile, like
No.
a potatoes.
You pick
versatile.
one item and that's the item
So
and that is
I
what
have-
it is.
Like if I chose
You
fries,
can't turn a pickle into a mushroom.
I'm sure a vegan could.
No.
I'm sure a vegan could turn.
Well,
it.
yes, we all understand that.
Yes.
They get weird fairy powers from the green.
Dude, just talk about pixie
Oxidants.
dust. They hang out in the woods all day.
With the
You know the
homies.
kind of shit they find?
All right. Well, Lane, you got something for me? Side item. One item. One mashed potato.
He likes mashed potatoes.
the mashed potato.
The?
With the little gravy.
What about you?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go the classic French fry.
See, I'm a French fry guy.
Yeah, but I
they go
called
with
it first, so
everything.
you
Actually,
don't get
I
it.
brought it up first,
No,
so
but I called it.
dude, suck my dick.
I locked it in.
You're a
Final
loser.
answer.
You're so
French
gay.
fry.
Dude,
Final answer.
that's my final answer.
Fine. I'm gonna have
My fries will be better than your fries.
I'm gonna have asparagus.
I bet you're gonna have some soggy fries.
Asparagus.
I'm going salad then.
I'm going asparagus.
I like a good salad with a steak.
I like me a nice asparagus.
Do you like buttered asparagus?
I like buttered. I like it with a little lemon.
you
Some
put
a
it in the
little
oven? Do you
Parmesan.
grill it?
I could put it in the oven. I could grill it. I could do it on the stove.
Asparagus
I like
is
it in
good
the
with, like, a
oven.
steak. I
I
like
like
a
it in
steak
the
with
oven
asparagus.
with a little bit of oil, some lemon, maybe a little Parmesan,
A little Parmesan.
maybe a little bacon. I don't know.
All right, man, let's wrap this shit up because you're kind of annoying me right now, and you're
Yeah.
talking way too much about asparagus.
Yeah, and I haven't talked to your eyes.
Doesn't
all
asparagus
day.
make you talk to my eyebrows?
I haven't seen those.
I haven't seen your eyebrows because they're blended in with your
Yours
skin,
are in
right?
hibernation until the springtime,
Dude,
Tanner.
you didn't know? My eyebrows run away.
Tanner, it's No Shave November,
You
but
didn't
you're
hear it's
supposed
back-
to
you
leave
didn't-
your
you-
eyebrows.
You didn't hear it. I'm Batman, bro. They go hide in the bat cave.
Tanner, I'm going to tell you something about Batman. Is
Nick, you don't know anything about
if
that.
you can walk
You said
around,
that man doesn't even go out
if
in
I
the
can walk
daytime.
around and I see you and I'm like, yeah, I know what kills you. Like you're lame.
What kills Batman?
Kryptonite.
That's Superman, you dumb fuck.
All of it.
Dude, you're so dumb.
Doesn't the daytime
Thank you
kill
for
Batman?
coming out to the fourth
Doesn't daytime
episode, Nick.
kill
You're
Batman?
So dumb. I'm done talking to you for this episode.
I don't think I've
Time
ever
is running
seen
out.
Batman
You're
in the
dumb.
daytime.
And I think we all agree that Nick should no longer be a part of this podcast. So
Yeah,
I
that's
am now
probably
looking
true.
for a new co-host.
But at least you know I don't watch movies.
You don't. But at least you watch Happy Gilmore. Again, shout out to the Masters. Thursday's episode is going to be a lot more about the Masters. Here are our picks.
Yeah.
Here are
Throw a little,
our little golf slang terms. Maybe we'll throw in a little putt-putt course in here. I don't know. Dude,
Yeah,
we'll
we
spice
might-
it up a little bit.
We might have a little fun in here. Maybe
Yeah.
a little Masters pre-vid.
Pre-vid. Yeah, dude, we'll spice it up a little bit.
Maybe have a little chipping comp.
Maybe chipping comp, slam a few beers, smoke a cigar like John Daly.
Cigar.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Music. Go to Anchor, hit that Anchor support button. Support us as we try to grow, get better. We love submissions from fans, from listeners. So if you're from everybody, it doesn't matter what it is. Obviously, it doesn't have to be about sports. It can be about anything. So please, please, please send us stuff because we love hearing what you guys have to say. And we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Yes, we do.
We hope you guys.
We thank you for tuning in.
Have a great time until you hear us again Thursday. Go follow Instagram. Go follow Twitter. Just keep giving us love. Keep giving us shout outs, and we appreciate all the people.
Also, Dallas still sucks.
Dallas Cowboys are trash bag. Just like
Trash.
Cowboys. Peace and love, baby.
See you.